Good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode 10 of Builders Talk. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the beginning of your ideal business. So back in episode 6, I spoke to you about the ability to design a business that is as custom as the homes we build. We should be able to design our business to work for our lifestyle and that caters for our ideal clients. But for builders already in business, it is a daunting task to, in effect, renovate their business. So they're going to strip down their business to the studs and throw out the old ways of doing business. And I always wondered, when we renovate someone's home and they are giving the ability to have a blank canvas, but they sometimes choose to fit their house out with the similar things that they already had. Or when we're designing a new home, they get stuck on what they had before. They have a chance to make a change and to start afresh, but they are comfortable and they are used to the way things were and are reluctant to make a change. Well, builders are the same. We need to rebuild our businesses and we need to change the industry, and it starts with us. We need to wipe the slate clean and learn how to capture and captivate our ideal clients without the smoke and mirror sales tactics. And we need to understand how to convert an ideal client into a raving fan rather than that raving, complaining, lunatic type client that we sometimes often have to deal with. We need to stop sabotaging the industry with the race to the bottom price wars and stop turning our homes into commodities rather than clients investing in the longevity and quality of their homes. The industry needs to start to support each other so that the industry can become more profitable. It's like the old saying of fill your cup so you can pour into others. When we fill our cups by charging what the building process is worth, we can give our clients the experience and the return of their investment that they deserve. And this also will help us stay in business so that we can pay our trades, our employees, and our subbies. The building industry is often, tarnished with this, builders are always going broke, people are losing money, people are losing their livelihoods and their families. And we need to change that. And there's not just people losing their businesses, losing their homes, families. There unfortunately is many people that lose their lives to suicide. And we need to start doing business better. There are new realities available to us and are businesses that many may not be aware of because they are so entrenched in their everyday running of their businesses and trying to stay afloat and in control. There are technologies that were out of reach for small businesses that are now available. And these are advances that, in effect, can collapse time. So what I mean by collapse time is I mean that what may have taken us days to do before can now, with technological advances, take us only hours to do. So programs such as Co-Construct or Builders Trend allow business to do more with less. And builders need to start paying attention to what is going on in the world and the new generations of builders that are leapfrogging over us because we aren't paying attention to what is happening in, the ecosystem at the moment. We need to have a way to learn what is working, and follow success, because success leaves clues. We need to find out what works and do it better. So evolution builds upon what works, and becoming educated on what is available to us and to make our business and lives better and easier. So the custom construct code builds upon the evolution of what works, and it collapses times for builders to build a new beginning that is as custom as the homes you build. So when designing your ideal business, we need to invest some time to do the work to ensure that you get the greatest return on your investment. And I have spoken before about the return on businesses that we can get, and it far outweighs any other investment. So you do need to start looking at why you are doing what you're doing. Why? What is your why for you, for your family, and for your clients? There needs to be some planning, but sometimes planning is just guessing. There's so many factors that are out of our control, and we've been shown that in 2020 with COVID, and we all had to learn to adapt. Then in 2021, we've been thrown another set of conditions that we'll need to figure out, such as lack of supplies and trades and cost increases. So I guess building a house is built to a plan, which it mostly has predictable outcome and can be replicated. So by building processes around those that are predictable and replicatable, and planning what will happen in your business is not so easy. Like when we have a baby, for all those girls out there, they tell you to go and have a birthing plan, but it never seems to go to plan. There's just too many unknown factors. So when setting goals or making plans for your business, I really hate the whole, that big, hairy, audacious goal that they talk about. They usually get you to set ones that are unrelatable and unbelievable, such as, I want to make $10 million this year. When you set these out of reach goals, you end up never reaching them. You have other conditions thrown at you that take you in a different direction. So I like to set goals that are within reach, and you can feel it and you can measure it and you can see it from one step to the next. So making a plan that is relatable to the reality of what you want to achieve so that you can feel momentum. Builders have a tendency to talk big. Ask a builder how business is. What is the usual answer? Oh yeah, mate, really busy, got heaps of work. And that might be true at the moment, but in reality, that is often not what is happening. That's just ego. And we need to learn to find our sweet spot that works for you and your lifestyle, and I guess who you care about, the other people you care about, and what I guess you want to happen in your life. You don't just need to keep up with the Joneses, in this case, other builders, but big is how we tend to measure our value. If you're not big, you're not doing well, is what I guess the common prevailing wisdom is. So if you're only small, that people think, oh, they're only a small business. So small businesses often then want to become bigger, and bigger businesses, once they realize, gee, it was a lot better being smaller. So you need to sort of, I guess, work out where you want to be and where you want to sit and what makes you comfortable and what brings in the profit that you want that keeps you happy and healthy within your life and your family. Because once you start to get big, it is too hard to get small. You are faced with potentially having to let go of people and changing the way you do business, which makes builders feel like they may have failed, but you haven't failed. If you have a sustainable and profitable business that supports you and your family and the lifestyle you want to lead, that's not failing. My construction code highlights different growth levels within the building businesses, and it indicates the required levels of capital, asset inventory requirements, and the crew capacity that would be required to be profitable at each, I guess, business level of growth. So you might go from sole trader to a partnership, then you might go to a proprietary limited business. And at each level of those, and as your business grows, you do require more capital, more assets or inventory to work with, and obviously more employees. You can see where you sit on this level, so you know what is coming or what you may need to jump to the next level of business so that you can forward plan. I have before spoken about hiring supervisors, and the prevailing wisdom and the answer to builders' desires of getting off the tools is hiring a supervisor. But hiring a supervisor is often putting the cart before the horse, and growing slow and hiring late can often help you avoid infrastructure failures. Builders often fix problems by working longer hours and make up for what is lacking with just hard work rather than working smarter. So conceiving your new ideal business, I guess will come with ways to be more efficient so that you can become the real hero, because you'll have it all figured out. You'll know how to get things done faster so you can get home earlier and do the things that matter, make a difference, and smash the old business models and help not only change the industry, but change your lives as well. If you want to register your interest and know more about the Custom Construct Code, you can DM me on Instagram at Builders Talk. But until next week, keep powering your business.